imagine I want to be a Handsome Glück franchisee. Um, what do I need to bring to the table? Maybe if you want to, even in terms of value and in terms of monetization, of how much money do I need to bring to the table. I already learned I need to be an entrepreneur, so that's great. But what else?
Well, first of all, we check the person. It's about cultural match.
Mm-hmm.
Are you someone we want to work together with, talk to each other, meet each other again and again and again on a maybe on a daily basis even,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that for a period of at least 10 years. So, are you that kind of person, and also are we that kind of person you want to work with? So it's not
Mm-hmm.
just it's not just a one way. It's not a one direction. So it's both sides have to decide if they are willing to do so. So this is the
Mm-hmm.
first thing: cultural match, having the same values. And that's the first step, of course.
Mm-hmm.
If
Mm-hmm.
that is, if that is checked, this box, we continue and check if you are you a host by heart? Are you
Mm-hmm.
passionate about being a host? Are you passionate about about his hospitality business? But even if you're not, if you're not a trained chef or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
but you are experienced in that field or you are really willing to do so, we will find a way to get you there,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Okay.
it's not that you really have to be trained in this hospitality business already. Of course, it's an advantage because what you know. But also, we have partners that came from a different field, and then they started off working with us and for us, maybe for a year or two even, in order to get to know this, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
after that, starting off having their own business. So, second and third is, of course, about the money. How much do you have to bring to the table? Just depends on what kind of restaurant we are doing. If we're talking about a restaurant that maybe only has left, let's say, 3 years of contract,
Mm-hmm.
and then you need much less, of course, of money in order to maybe achieve that one, and to operate that for the last 3 years of the contract, rather than if you talk about having or building a new restaurant, which, depending on where you built it and what it was before and how big and so on, is somewhat between 1.3 to 1.8 million euros.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then you need to bring to the table whatever your bank is telling you, right? So if they say 300K is fine for us, well, there you go. If they want more from you, that's also what
Yeah, yeah.
it's basically not us determining exactly the amount of money you need. It's much more the ability of being financed by someone or somewhat.
Yeah, yeah, but the let's say the franchise taker needs to bring somewhere around 1.2 million, and then it's his job or her job to find how much do they need to put privately and how much can they do through the bank. Is that what I hear?
Well, no. Basically, if your own money should be somewhere about 100 to 300K. That
Okay,
should be free cash, let's say,
okay, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that's definitely the amount you will need. I think it could be less in exceptions, and but in a regular, you definitely need at least this amount, and then just it comes down to to the financing bank. So if they tell you, okay, this is fine for me, so
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
you can get enough loan in order to build or construct an entire restaurant, which is about, let's say, 1.5 million. So that's completely fine.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
of
yeah.
course, we help you along this way.
Mm-hmm.
We support you along this way. We won't offer you any location that is, in our opinion, not giving you a return on invest, but
No,
still
no.
you need to bring a certain amount of money in order to be able to construct a new restaurant, of course.